another episode of Healthy Steps brought to you by Utica Park Clinic and Hillcrest Healthcare System. I'm Amanda Armstrong. Today, Utica Park Clinic internist Dr. Jeff Gallus joins us to talk about influenza or the flu vaccine. Dr. Gallus, what would you like patients to know?
Today, I'm going to briefly discuss some common misconceptions about vaccinations, when you should receive your flu vaccine, and why it's so important to receive this annual vaccination. There are many misconceptions about the flu vaccine, but one issue is not up for debate. There is nearly universal agreement by healthcare professionals of the importance of receiving an annual flu vaccine. At Hillcrest Healthcare System, the flu vaccine is mandatory for all employees. Second, you cannot get the flu from the flu vaccine. The vaccine is actually made up of inactivated virus particles that are unable to cause infection. Some patients may have a brief low-grade temperature or a scratchy throat for a day or two after the vaccine, but this does not represent the flu. Another common misconception is that you can treat the flu with an antibiotic. Antibiotics only fight bacterial infections. The best treatment for the flu is prevention. Some people also believe that you cannot get the flu more than once in a season. This is untrue since there are many strains of influenza. Today's vaccine includes 3 or 4 virus strains, including the most prevalent A and B strains from the previous season. One myth is that you should wait until late October to get the vaccine because it doesn't last all season long. This is untrue. The CDC recommends that you receive the vaccine as soon as it's available each year. Here are more facts about influenza. Influenza kills between 30 and 35,000 people every year in the United States. Influenza is more likely to impact the young and the elderly, but some strains can also impact young, healthy adults. People with chronic illnesses such as asthma, emphysema, diabetes, congestive heart failure, and other chronic conditions are more likely to be impacted by the flu. The CDC encourages everyone over the age of 6 months of age to get a flu shot every year. Every flu season is different, and we are unable to predict how severe each flu season will be. The flu season generally begins in mid-October and extends through April. In addition to being vaccinated, we also recommend that during flu season you follow some simple rules. When you cough, cover your mouth with the bend of your arm like so. The flu is spread by aerosolized particles when you sneeze or cough. Use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer or soap and water to clean your hands routinely. Avoid close contact with sick people. Drink plenty of water and stay well rested. If you get sick, stay home until you've been fever-free for at least 24 hours. If you do get flu-like symptoms, call your doctor as soon as possible. Several antiviral antibiotics can shorten the duration of an illness if started within 72 hours of the onset of your symptoms. The flu vaccine can be given by several routes. If you do not like shots or have a fear of needles, you have an alternative. Here are a list of the vaccine options. The regular vaccine, which is injection, can be typically given pain-free. A nasal spray, which can be given to patients ages 2 to 49 who do not have asthma or wheezing and are not on any medications which might suppress their immune system. There is an intradermal vaccine, which is injected just below the skin. There's also an egg-free vaccine for people with true egg allergies. Lastly, there is a high-dose vaccine for patients over the age of 65. Patients over the age of 65 may not mount a strong immune response to the flu vaccine, and the high dose creates a more robust immune response. I always encourage my patients to take the opportunity during flu season to update their vaccines. Many other vaccines, such as the pneumonia shot, which there are now 2 types of pneumococcal vaccine recommended for adults over 65, tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis, herpes zoster or the shingles vaccine, hepatitis A or hepatitis B, and the meningococcal vaccine. There are several others that can be given at the same time the flu vaccine is given. Benjamin Franklin once said, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure." Getting the flu vaccine protects you and your family members. Although getting the flu vaccine is no guarantee that you won't get sick, it's the best option we have. Contact your physician to schedule an appointment to discuss the flu shot, and while you are there, ask them about updating the rest of your vaccinations.
Thank you, Dr. Gallus, for sharing that important information.
You're welcome.
For more information about vaccinations, please visit uticaparkclinic.com under Health Resources.